Yes, welcome back to sports. Ghana trashed Rwanda in the first leg of the first round of qualifiers for the 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations WAFCON. The Black Queens completely dominated the hosts and put them to the sword with a commanding 7-0 victory at the Kigali Pele Stadium on Wednesday. A brace by Evelyn Badu was added to by goals from Doris Bodua, Priscilla Adubwe, and a double from Achia Anastasia as Nora Haptul's side ran riot. The result put Ghana in a great position to advance to the next stage of the 2024 WAFCON qualifiers ahead of the second leg in Accra.
Well, we won 7-0. Coach is quite satisfied, not only that we scored so many goals, I think it's also that we keep our clean sheet behind. It was not easy before the game, some circumstances, but I think a good team can always deal with difficult circumstances, and we have been ready from the first minute on the pitch. We scored from a set piece another time to start, and this gave us then also the safety and confidence. We like it to play on AstroTurf, so the ball was rolling good, and our possession game, we invested a lot in the training time we had, in the video time. So all in all, I'm very satisfied. I think there are still little details which we need to adjust. It was good that we could give also 5 other players playing time to, let's say, release a bit the load, because some played still Sunday.
Congratulations to them. And of course, you see the results there. Eswatini lost 3-2 to Burkina Faso, or 2-3 rather. Uganda lost 1-2 to Algeria. And Rwanda, of course, were pummeled 0-7 by Ghana. Egypt, of course, with the victory 4-0 against South Sudan. Congratulations. Of course, former Black Stars coach James Kwesi Appiah has been named the new coach of the Sudanese national football team. The 63-year-old who led Ghana to the 2014 FIFA World Cup in Brazil returns to the North African country with a spell with, or rather after a spell with Al Khartoum between 2014 to 2017. Appiah is expected to lead Sudan back to the Africa Cup of Nations after the country failed to qualify for the next edition in Ivory Coast. Now, according to reports, the former Black Stars captain signed a 3-year deal to become the new head coach of Sudan. Congratulations to him. And now let's move to the UEFA Champions League, where Harry Kane goal got onto the score sheet as Bayern Munich edged a 7-goal thriller against Manchester United. Kane scored on his Champions League debut for Bayern Munich, but of course it was Jamal Musiala who stole the show in Munich. Meanwhile, Arsenal marked their return to the UEFA Champions League in style, racing to a 3-0 lead as they made an excellent start to the group stage. Bukayo Saka's low finish put the host ahead with a whipped drive from the edge of the penalty area by Leandro Trossard, making it 2-0. Trossard, of course, then set up the third for Gabriel Jesus, with the Ghana's captain Martin Odegaard rounding up a dominant, stylish success, rather, with a stylish clincher. Elsewhere, in a game packed with chances, Victor Osimhen hit the woodwork in the first half of Napoli's encounter with Braga. Giovanni Di Lorenzo's volley looked decisive, but a superb Bruma header leveled late on for Braga. Finally, last season's runner-up, Inter, struck 3 minutes from time to earn a point in Spain, and there was also no shortage of late excitement for Galatasaray and Madrid. Interesting games. The Arsenal boss, Mikel Arteta, was all smiles also at the end of a dominant display at home against PSV in what was the Ghana's first Champions League contest for 6 years. Where have they been?
Well, first of all, winning a football match, which is the most important thing, and that we enjoyed it. From the first minute, we went for it. We wanted to attack them. We wanted to create problems to them, and today I think we're really good in both boxes. And in the Champions League, when you are really good in both boxes, you have a great chance. Because I think in the process from box to box, there was a lot of things to still improve, but I think in the boxes we were phenomenal today. This is what we need, that they get used to doing that, and as well they got involved in many goals as well, the 4 of them especially. So really pleased to do that, really pleased for Gabi as well, the way he earned his goal, because he had a couple of chances before that. So that's what we need. Last year it was a big thing for us, and we have to continue to develop that. Good headaches is probably the hardest thing in the job, because you get emotionally attached to them, and it's been a beautiful journey with them. And when you don't play a play, you know how the player feels, and you cannot do anything against it. You just have to play him. And for Emil especially today, I was really happy, and he got an incredible reception, so he should be.
On the ball, they didn't create any chances. The first shot, the shot on target, I made a mistake. So I think it was the keep on. It was the keep on, and the team went down because of that mistake. So, well, I have to learn from it and be strong, move on. It's not an easy situation, but I'm very happy for the comeback of the team. We were fighting till the end, but I have to recognize because of me we didn't win. I have a lot to prove because, to be honest.
Yes, of course, results from Group A there with Galatasaray playing a 2-2 draw with Copenhagen, and Manchester United, of course, getting defeated by Bayern Munich 4-3. Group B, Sevilla 1-1 against Lens, and of course, Arsenal trashing PSV by 4-0. Real Madrid, of course, defeated Union Berlin 1-0. Braga lost 1-2 to Napoli, and of course, those were the scores. The Manchester United goalkeeper, which you, of course, watched right after Arsenal's coach, Mikel Arteta, Onana has conceded at least 922,000 goals in just 6 games. At least 922,000 goals in 6 games. I don't blame him, to be honest. I feel like the team, I've repeatedly said it, it's not his fault. There are times when he has, of course, made mistakes, no doubt, which everyone does, but the team itself is in such a mess that they will continue to concede goals and not score.
But last night's game wasn't bad.
It wasn't. So it was bad. But this is why I say so. The scoreline, you wouldn't describe it as bad. It
no, but the game itself.
I would say it's bad, and this is why. Scoreline, okay, but the goals that we scored, except the last goal, I think maybe the third goal, the other goals that we scored were mostly just staggering and finding our way, to the goal. There was no. We don't play decisive football. There's no creativity, there's no passes that you're saying, okay, this will actually know what they're doing. It feels like the kind of football that we played in secondary school, where because in secondary school, the pitch had every, class come out at the same time during break time to play.
Yeah.
So you have at least 20 different games being played in the same pitch at the same time. And everyone's running. So when the ball is here, the whole 11 players are running.
Okay, so seeing as you're not, there's no organization, there's no structure to the game.
I know
Erik ten Hag you're blaming for this.
I would be honest, I know that I'm a little too hard on them, but it's mostly because of what we demand from a Manchester United that spend £1 billion on transfers. Have we bought the right players? Do the players understand what's at stake? Are they willing to die for Manchester United? And I don't mean that literally, but will they really give everything to see a victory? I don't see it in there.
I think that they tried yesterday, but it's just unfortunate that, some of the goals were...
You can't defend losing 4 games out of 6.
Anyway, congratulations to Manchester United. We hope to see better games in the future. It's just been a very bad time for Man U lately.